beautiful souls, it's Kerry with part 2. Now I'm trying to keep these short because there's more places I can post them. But basically I'm talking about the new moon, which happens on the 6th of June, and here we have the exact conjunction between the sun, the moon and the planet Venus. Now Venus isn't always conjunct the sun and moon at a new moon. It just happens that they're exactly at the same position. So that makes it kind of increasingly important in terms of relationships and how we relate to others. So I'll just hold that down for a moment. There are details in part 1, so I'm not going to repeat them. I just wanted to hold up the chart of former President Donald Trump, and up here we'll see that he has the planet Uranus, and Uranus rules his descendant, which is the house of relationships, committed partnerships, but also how we relate to others and how we relate to the public. So what we would see here with the planet Uranus, and I have done chart forecasts for former President Donald Trump previously. He's a maverick, but he's here to lead. And that 10th house Uranus is someone who's unpredictable, not conventional, not like you would expect, not someone who's controllable. So expect to see a really big swamping of propaganda, perhaps on both sides, in terms of how he's communicated about in the media. Depends on where you look, I guess, but he has been a polarizing figure, and people either really love him or really hate him, and that's kind of a little bit of the state of the world at the moment, where there are just these real extremes of positions on so many things, and it's probably useful to find some middle ground. But in any event, we can't control what goes on for others. So on this new moon, which happens on the 6th of June, it's a great opportunity to actually talk about what it is you want more of in your life. So that's always the case with new moons, but when it's to do with communication, that is increasingly the case. So I'm going to hold up here a couple of, probably a month or so ago, I was preparing to do a tree of life using the astrological symbols and also the tarot, the major arcana tarot. And so that was my plan that I held up. And now I have kind of got my shield, if you like, all prepared, ready for use. And so I'll be using this as part of my manifesting tools, and I'm going to be working with people in classes called the Art of Psychic Development. And so I'm looking for people who want to work in this particular area, who want to develop their skills, particularly interested in people from a Celtic background, and also whether that's Irish, Welsh, Scottish, English. There are Celts from other areas as well, but also just kind of, I like to combine the Catholic part of my upbringing, but also the Druidic, which goes back much further as in another form. So I have created a shield using the fire, earth, air and water, and I'm going to hold that up for you now. And this is the kind of thing that I'll be doing with people. So it's an act of creative empowerment, if you like, a little bit like sending out a message or sending out a mantra. But this one involves the 4 elements. So as you can see there, we've got the fire and the air, and then below we have the water and the earth. And so there we have the elements that we use in astrology. And the 5th element, of course, is us, because we are the we are the transformers. We are the living men and women of the earth, and we are the source, the channel through which source flows. And we co-create with the divine, and you can look at the human female body to see the power of co-creation, where we, the women or the mothers, bring forth the child through the portal between the worlds, if you like. And so we have the divine spark of life coming through, and I saw a little video on social media the other day, it may have been on YouTube or TikTok or somewhere like that, where the scientists have actually photographed the point of conception between the sperm and the egg, and a flash of light goes through. So that is the light coming in to signify the beginning of life. So that's all wonderful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read out a little mantra that I created. I am from a Catholic background, and some people are very kind of estranged from the Catholic Church because of the the history and also the corruption, the abuse that's gone on. I've had some beautiful experiences with faithful Catholics in prayer groups, healing groups, prayer circles, etc. over many years. And so my view is, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's also a very male-dominated institution. And so there hasn't really been a space created for women in the world, in Orthodox religion, to express their gifts and talents and point of view of the world. And women, it's like the men built the clubhouse and the women were invited to come in and play on the terms of the men. And that's why in politics now we see a lot of women who are basically not actually upholders of the feminine, the divine feminine. They're more like men in women's bodies because they've gone into that system, they work through that mindset, and they're not actually interested in the feminine kind of point of view. And by that I mean what we would associate, say, with indigenous cultures, where there's a connection to the land, to the earth. And we hear a lot about climate change and caring for the planet, but our whole political system is just so contrary to all of that. The whole way society is organised is so contrary to that. So they never actually get to the people who are really there on the ground in those kind of roles, the true Indigenous people, or the women and the mothers who are bringing forth the babies, but we have, you know, other people telling us who we are, what our terms mean, etc. So there's a lot of discord in the world at the moment, so expect that to continue and to increase. It's really important to use your discernment and not just to turn on the telly and let it all kind of flow into your mind as if there is some neutral arbitrator at the top of the food chain in the dissemination process of information that gets flowed out. Well, there is, but the people who are doing that have an agenda, and they are essentially the people that rule the planet. So if you want the living, breathing men and women of the earth to actually have their say about how the planet is better operated, then we can do that each in our own little quarter as individuals. We have power. So I'm just going to read our little mantra that I created. It's called Creator of the Universe, and it's a neutral kind of way of talking to God or Source, and it's about bringing in more of what you want. And so I'm a poet, so I like to do it in a little bit of a poetic form. So I hope you enjoy it. Oh, hello, beautiful souls, it's Kerry, and I'm going to read out a little mantra today called Creator of the Universe. It's something I wrote a few years ago, and it's wonderful for bringing in more of what you want. And this new moon on the 6th of June in the evening is about communication. It's in Gemini and 17 degrees of Gemini, so it's about the youth of ahead transforming into a mature thinker. So we get from this transformation of thinking, realizing the power of thoughts. So here we go. Creator of the universe, you know much more than me. Help me to attune to your great divinity. Creator of the universe, you made me with a plan. Send me the instructions to be the best I can. Creator of the universe, I kneel before your throne. Grant me grace to always know that I am not alone. Creator of the universe, in each battle of my soul, help me to surrender to your wise control. Creator of the universe, you made me for success. Send me all the tools I need to be my very best. Creator of the universe, hold me in your care. Protect me with your angel beings drawn from everywhere. Creator of the universe, your healing power is pure. Help me, heal me where I need to heal with your perfect cure. Creator of the universe, keep watch over me. Grow my faith, my guiding light, so I am always free. Creator of the universe, you bless me with great things. I thank you for your blessing, and my spirit sings. Creator of the universe, your will, not mine, be done. Teach me how to honour you by following your son. Take care, lovelies.